But no, I'm not a scammer. I do not scam people. I did have a situation with Zeus Network, and I do want to address this. Natalie got all her own fish to fry. I got everything in this room. Everything.
So it looks like Chef Dee and Natalie Nunn unfollowed each other after the live that he did, and he mentioned a few things about Natalie, including something that sound really bad, which we're going to get into. And he also addresses the scam allegations, but according to one of the victims, it tells another story. So let's just get straight into it. So it started with that interview, and basically this is what he said.
And he was looking to see if, like, my bestie Natalie Nunn helped. No, she did not help. And it's okay. That's her business. That's her money. I did feel a way about it because I've taken a lot of shit for her.
You guys know I let you know when something is an assumption, and I'm assuming that he's actually talking about the situation when he said he was in a relationship with that boy that Natalie was apparently with.
Tommy, well, you was not with no Natalie, bro. Like, come on now. You was my nigga. You was around. You wanted clout. You was to see that and not get reciprocated, it definitely hurt. For sure.
So if you feel like she felt like, girl, we just bought you a bag and you went to jail, pawn that bag and do what you gotta do. Why I gotta give you more money?
Bought me a bag.
For your birthday.
Bought me a bag. I'm not no tacky cheap, though. Excuse me, a bag. I'm a real friend. I don't care about no bag. I don't care about no money. I don't care about none of that stuff. My friend wasn't even at my birthday party. That's what I cared about. Come on, a bag. I don't care about no bag. But what I do care about, again, is for people being there for me, who I'm there for.
Now, when Saucy Tanner confronted the two when they were speaking about him, apparently Saucy Tanner was bringing up Natalie Nunn, but I didn't see this clip, but Chef D ends up talking about it.
Oh, because Natalie...
I was there. I seen it.
Natalie, this, Natalie, that. What? Nobody think about no motherfucking Natalie. Natalie got all her own fish to fry. She got all her own stuff going on. That's what that is. A conflict of interest. That's what that is. Oh, Natalie, get off the titty. Excuse me? Excuse me? If I get into the nitty gritty, all you hoes be cramming y'all motherfucking feet on blood. I promise you that. I got everything in this room. Everything.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
From bitches on their period, bleeding on niggas.
Yo, did you hear that? He said bitches on their period bleeding on N-words. So who is he referring to? I'm assuming Natalie, but it could be one of the other girls. And by the way, that ain't no big deal if a girl does that. Now, he ends up talking about his arrest, but he doesn't actually mention why he got arrested. Then eventually gets into the scam accusations.
Okay, y'all. What's up? It's your boy, Chef D Monster, and it's time for story time. I've been out of jail for almost a month now, come July 1st. And I want to tell my story because there's been a lot of speculations about, what I have going on, what I got arrested for, what I didn't get arrested for, what I do, what I don't do, all this crazy bull stuff. Right now I'm in Vegas or whatever. I'm doing some work or whatever. And yes, I am on GPS monitoring. But yeah, so let's get it started. We're gonna rewind this back to April when I got arrested after my birthday. I was sitting at my home in Indiana. Yes, I had a home in Indiana. I was just waking up, and all I know is the GDs is at the door, aka the U.S. Marshals. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it was crazy. It was crazy, y'all. Like, it really was crazy. Like, just seeing all those police officers, all those cars, all those dogs or whatever, and those guns. Like, it was crazy. I will say that the marshals handled me gracefully. They did not overdo their part. They only was doing their job. I'm gonna say that for sure. Yeah, so they came to the house 8 in the morning back in April, and they came and picked me up. So when they picked me up, they took me to jail. I went to Porter County Jail in Porter, Indiana. Never knew that this federal jail facility was this close to my house or any of that. So I went to jail at Porter County Jail. And, y'all, it was crazy. Like, just, again, being chained up, how I was chained up. And, you know, getting booked into the system. And, like, just not knowing what was next. Now, for the rumors, no, I am not a scammer. I did not do fraud. I have never done fraud. I don't know why y'all are so thirsty to say this. I don't know why y'all listen to the big back Mexican Anthony off of Bad Boys Club or whatever. He wants to beat me so bad. He wants to live in my shadow so bad. I don't know why. I asked him. I don't know.
Unfortunately for Anthony, he provided no evidence to back up what he said, so there's really nothing we can go off here. But he ends up going into the Zeus audition scam situation, which we have some things to go off on. But this is what he said about that.
But no, I'm not a scammer. I do not scam people. I did have a situation with Zeus Network, and I do want to address this. I did have an incident with Zeus Network where I sold VIP tickets to multiple people for them to skip the line at this Baddies Midwest, the Baddies Midwest auditions. And I only did it because I was told I could do it. It was no issue. Natalie was like, it was cool, do it. Yes, do it. I don't care. Like, you know, people who don't want to stand in the hot or whatever, you know, it is a VIP room, but they have to stand in line. But if you want to sell, you know, little tickets or whatever to let them cut the line, do it. So I did it.
You got fucking money.
What happened was it kind of backfired on me because it was a whole bunch of people being loudmouth in the line about the VIP pass. They was just been chill so I can get them in. They was being so loudmouth about these VIP passes or whatever.
Now, I can only assume people were being loudmouth because they weren't able to get a hold of him, and that's why some of the people were upset about the situation.
That some people at Zeus was like, you know what? No, this is not happening. You're not doing it. Absolutely not. Refund people their money back. You're not doing it. I did. I refund as many as people I could back their money.
I want to see the receipts.
Who had cashed out me, and I just did refunds or whatever. Mostly everyone got their money back. People who didn't get their money back, they still made it to the VIP room or whatever. But again, I did not scam anybody. It was I asked before I did it. It was okayed and all that shit, y'all. Like,
Don't lie to my face. I don't like being lied to.
I did not scam nobody or whatever. And I am sorry to the people who could not get into the auditions and who paid for VIP. And, you know, like I said, I refunded most people I could.
Death to all of them.
Refund most people that you could?
Please don't play with me right now.
Now, there wasn't a lot of information about this. I didn't know about this when all this happened, so I decided to do a little bit of investigating. While I was watching Grape News, he actually spoke about one of the people that actually spoke out. This is when I had a lead, and I contacted an artist named Renee Trill, who paid for the VIP. Now, I asked her if she received any refund. She never did.
Seen him inside of VIP because a producer on Zeus came and got me from outside because Dee wasn't answering the phone. So when I told the producer I paid Dee and he was supposed to get me in, sorry about that, the producer was like, Dee not even supposed to be charging y'all. He doing that on his own. Like, he can't do that, but I ain't gonna step on his toes. If that's how he get his money, that's how he get his money, you know. But he ain't supposed to be using our face, you know, collecting money from y'all like that, because we're not even charging people to get in VIP. And I was like, I didn't know. He was with y'all. He was promoting it. I thought it was good, you know, to pay so I can have a secure spot because I didn't want to stand in line. But thank God you replied to my DM. So the dude brought me to VIP. I seen Chef D because Chef D wasn't answering the phone and his phone was going to voicemail. He claimed he lost his phone. That's why he wasn't responding to nobody's text messages that day after he collected our money. Then when I confronted him and I seen him in VIP, I said, damn, Chef D, like, I paid you $150. You ain't even come downstairs to come get me. I had to get in through somebody else. He was like, well, you up here, huh? You up here. You sure you good? Then you good. And I told Natalie to pick you, so you already on the show. That's what he told me. Why his breath was smelling like Dorito chips. but I never got picked. But no, I don't have that in text messages. I don't have no refund in text messages or nothing. The only thing I have is me and him texting, and I paying him the $150. And then I haven't heard from him since the auditions.
So I was a little bit confused because I'm thinking, how does the producers know you? Is it because of Chef D? But then she gave me more details about that. Because I was like, oh, okay, so you got what you paid for, VIP. The problem was he lied to you and said Natalie would pick you. Am I right? And she corrected me. She said,
baby, you're not listening. I need you to keep up with the story because this happened a year ago and I really don't want to talk about it. So if you're going to be a vlogger, you should already know what's going on.
okay.
I paid Chef D for VIP. He never came outside and came and got me. So I was DMing one of the producers on Zeus Network, talking to him on Instagram and flirting with him. And I was like, hey, I'm coming to the auditions. He was like, okay, cool. Hit me up when you get here. So when I came to Detroit and Chef D wasn't answering the phone, I went to plan B, my second option. Hey, let me DM the producer who I've been flirting with on Instagram. I DM'd the producer on Instagram when I got to the auditions, and I was outside for like 3 minutes, and I texted the producer. I said, hey, I'm outside. Is there any chance you can come get me from the door? And the producer came and got me from the door, and I told him the situation with Chef D, how he scammed me, I paid, and I'm here, and he didn't even come and get me. Thank you for coming to get me. He said, no problem. And he took me straight to VIP. That's it. That's all.
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Chef D, that is called a scam.
And I'm sorry for the people who didn't even make it, on the show or whatever. Unfortunately, they already had their picks. They picked who they picked or whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. But no, I did not scam nobody. That's the only instance I can think about. People's like, oh, you scammed us. Oh, you scammer. You're a scammer. Da-da-da-da. No. I don't scam people. I'm not a scammer.
Electric chair.
Or whatever. No, absolutely not. So I'm glad I got that out the way. What's next? Yeah, so it was the scamming allegations. I don't know nothing about no PPP shit. No food truck fraud, none of that stuff. I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, really?
He addresses the rumors, how people were saying that he stole money from Natalie.
Oh, I heard I was supposed to have stole money from Natalie. Absolutely not. I would never steal from Natalie. And Natalie knows that. And I don't know why she didn't clear that rumor up when that was put out there. I don't know why she didn't clear that up either. Like, oh, no, Dee never stole anything from me, blah, 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 blah. But to each his own. I don't know.
Fuck you.
He then addresses if he does Tina or not.
Also, the Tina stuff. Do it like I do Tina. People who do Tina look like they do Tina. And I just found out that was an abbreviation of whatever. I don't do no damn Tina. Are you crazy? I actually don't do no drugs at all. And this is before I even went to jail. I had stopped smoking and all that. And now I stuck to it as well. Y'all, at all.
So he addressed everything but why he actually went to jail.
What a f***ing loser.
But we already know if you watched my previous video.